A state lawmaker is proposing new legislation that would make it a felony to remove organs from a deceased person without their family's permission. The move comes after months of I-Team reporting that uncovered multiple cases involving inmates whose organs were removed after death without their families knowing. Tonight, ABC 3340's Cynthia Gould has more on that story.
So if you feel like in your heart that what you're doing to people's loved ones is right, then shame on you.
Kelvin Moore's family learned from the funeral home his organs were missing after autopsy at UAB. Those organs later retrieved in a biohazard bag. And there were other inmate families we heard from, including a mother outraged to learn her son's heart was missing.
Once you hear it, it just shocks the conscience. That as bad as things are in our prison system, in our criminal justice system, that even to the point of after death, the system still denigrates the people that are involved with it.
There is a law in the books requiring notification and consent of next of kin to remove and retain organs, but no penalties.
It was essentially unenforceable.
In the upcoming legislative session, Representative England will try again to make it a Class C felony. Medical ethics experts say organs are almost always returned to the body after an autopsy, unless there's a clear reason, and families must be informed.
But it's very simple. You ask consent. You get permission from the families. You don't return bodies with organs missing. It's simply barbaric.
Attorney Lauren Ferrano says this is not about organ donation or medical research, but transparency and respect. The controversy resulted in both state and federal lawsuits.
If they are not willing to come forward and take accountability and admit that wrong is wrong, then we will continue to litigate this to the full extent.
She believes dozens of families have been impacted. One unintended consequence, fewer autopsies now on deceased inmates after UAB is no longer contracted to perform them.
The concept of the bill wasn't to end autopsies of someone who dies ADOC custody. It was to make sure that notice was given prior to an organ being kept.
The Alabama Department of Forensic Sciences only handles certain cases.
Now there aren't any autopsies going on deaths when someone dies in Department of Corrections custody unless there are unusual or suspicious circumstances.
But who makes that call? Sometimes only an autopsy can determine what really happened. And with so many deaths in Alabama prisons, some worry potential crimes are being missed. Cynthia Gould, ABC 3340 News.
Thank you, Cynthia. In a statement, UAB says its Department of Pathology has been in compliance with laws governing autopsies, and a panel of medical ethicists reviewed and endorsed protocols regarding autopsies conducted for incarcerated persons.